Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel. And welcome back to another episode of the Chicago Cubs Legends Fantasy Draft Series here on MLB The Show 25. Today we start year number 3 as the defending world champions. That's right. In the last 2 videos, the entire landscape of this franchise and of this series changed, because in 2 episodes ago was the postseason video where we won the World Series on the back of Curt Schilling, who was just ungodly in that postseason. And then the episode that was just happened, the last episode, the most recent episode, was the offseason where we completely altered this team, brought in a bunch of new faces, and hopefully made this team even better than we were last year, and we won the championship last year. So we'll see how the team simulates this year. I'm hoping we simulate even better. We get over 100 wins, because last year I think we had like 95, 96, something like that in the win total. So I'm hoping we get like 100 plus, maybe even over the Mariners' regular season wins record, which I think is like 118. So that is the goal for this third season. Let's take a look at this club, because we have changed a lot. If you missed the offseason episode, we brought in Gerrit Cole, who, this is the relief pitcher, Gerrit Cole. We got very cheap because he was a relief pitcher. He wasn't valued as highly. Then we turned him to a starter. He ends up being a 99. He was like a 95, I think, as a relief pitcher. We changed him to a starter. He's a 99. So that's basically a free 99 we got right there. We still have Roger Clemens. We've got Curt Schilling, who absolutely destroyed the postseason. He was the main reason why we won the championship last year. We also brought in Dwight Gooden, who I've never had on any of my Legends series here at MLB The Show, so I'm excited to use him. And then we brought in Hunter Green. So we basically changed the entire starting rotation other than Schilling and Clemens. But we bring in Hunter Green, and I know Hunter Green does not simulate very well in simulation for some reason. I don't know why it is. Maybe his home runs per 9 and walks per 9 are too low. I don't know what it is, but he does not simulate very well. But I'm going to give him another chance because I believe in him. But if he doesn't simulate well this year, we're going to have to move on and get an actual guy that simulates really well. My favorite part of this team might be the bullpen, because we have 2 very well-established long relief pitchers in Jordan Zimmermann and Ubaldo Jimenez. I like both of these options here. We can go to them if Hunter Green gets in trouble during games. We can go to one of these 2 guys. We have options. And then we get to the middle relief guys, Matt Strahm and Brian Abreu. And then we get to the setup guys, Andy Pettitte and Andrew Miller, who are both really, really good. And then our new closer, Rob Dibble. Now, last year it was Andy Pettitte who was closing games along with Andrew Miller. They're both kind of like swapping back and forth. But Rob Dibble comes in as our new number 1 closer over Andres Jimenez. No, not Andres Jimenez. Over Andres Munoz, who we did not like. So Rob Dibble comes in. I've never had Rob Dibble either as a closer on any of my teams. So I'm excited about this bullpen. It might be my favorite part of the entire team. Then the lineup. We went absolutely crazy. We upgrade Anthony Volpe. He stays on the team, but we upgrade Anthony Volpe. We get the captain, Derek Jeter, who we haven't had since the Mets Legends series a couple of years ago. Craig Biggio stays around at second base. We made a blockbuster trade, Bo Jackson for Barry Bonds. Bo Jackson heads to Seattle, who, funny enough, is the team that we beat in the World Series. Bo Jackson heads to Seattle. We bring back Barry Bonds. It was a very conflicting trade. I didn't really know if I was going to do it or not. I ended up making the move, and Barry Bonds comes in to play for us. We still have Jose Bautista and Ryan Howard, who both played really, really good both during the regular season and the post. We bring in Jason Giambi to be our new first baseman, another guy that I've never had on any of my Legends teams. Joe Torre becomes the new catcher for us over Gary Carter. A-Rod's still here at third base, and we basically swap the old Bryce Harper that we had originally, the current day Bryce Harper, for the young rookie or youngster Bryce Harper, the legend Bryce Harper, if you will. So I'm excited about this Bryce Harper on the team. He's going to be playing center field for us. And, I tend to mash with Bryce Harper players, or Bryce Harper in these MLB The Show videos, but I haven't really done it. I didn't really do too much mashing with him, the other version of him. Maybe this time with the younger version, I can do a little bit more mashing, but I'm very excited about this team. I think this team is clearly above and beyond better than last year, and we won the championship last year, so we'll see how we go. We're going to simulate probably about 2 months of baseball here. We'll get through this first week and a half of March to open the season, then simulate April, simulate May, and get into around early June for the start of the next episode, so we can do the trade deadline, the draft, and all-star break and all that kind of stuff. So let's get started here. We got opening day. Roger Clemens going to be on the mound. We are going to quick manage it, but we'll jump in to see all the festivities of opening day. Taking on the Baltimore Orioles at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. This is going to be a good game to show off our new team. Clemens will get the mound. I should give it to Curt Schilling, considering how well he played in the postseason. This is what our rotation's gonna, or our lineup is gonna look like 1 through 9. I might adjust things as we go, but for right now, this is gonna be our 1 through 9, and we'll see how that does. Let's get into it. Opening day of year number 3 as the defending world champions. Can we start the season hot? There's only one way to find out. All right, here we go. It is time to play opening day of season 3. We are going up against a Cy Young winner, former Cy Young winner from this series. He won it in year number 1, Sandy Koufax. We'll see what we can do. Jeter's up first, and he gets a single, a double play by Biggio. Biggio, talk about people who had crazy good postseasons. Craig Biggio was one of those guys that had a crazy good postseason. But we'll see what this offense can bring to the table here, and it looks like nothing so far against Sandy. This Orioles team's pretty decent. They're not better than us, obviously. Not many teams we're going to find this year are going to be better than us, at least on paper. They might get the better of us during the game. And we had runners on first and third, could not do anything with it. That's very typical. Double scores a run. Stephen Kwan has gotten the Orioles on the board, but Jose Bautista with a leadoff solo shot ties the game at 1. We've got runners on first and second. A hit by pitch. Manny Ramirez, bases loaded for Bryce Harper. And I talked about possibly mashing with Bryce Harper. We'll see if I can do it. Bases loaded, 1 out. Come on, Bryce. What you got for me? I tend to hit pretty well with Bryce Harper, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Come on, Bryce. Sandy Koufax got to give me something here. He gave me something. It's not a mash, but it will clear some of the bases. It'll be first and third with 2 runners scored. Bryce Harper delivers. That's what I'm talking about, Bryce. Good job. That's huge to get on against Sandy Koufax. Absolutely huge. It's 3-1 now, top of the 4th. Still 1 remains, or 1 out in the inning. Jeter called check swing there. Unfortunately, they called that a strike. I was hoping that they wouldn't, but they do. I could really use another base hit from Jeter. He's got career number of home runs, 307. It's pretty impressive from Jeter. That's going to be up the middle. It's going to get through. It'll score another one. Derek Jeter adds another run of insurance. It's 4-1 on opening day. That's what I'm talking about. Good job, Captain. And now Craig Biggio, coming off of a super hot postseason. Oh, I missed it. I was just late on the timing. I could have destroyed that pitch if I had better timing. That's my bad. I absolutely whiffed on it. Not a great throw. I could have probably run with Bryce Harper and made it. Biggio does not do anything, but here comes Barry. Big Barry Bonds. Triple B's. Does he want to mash? Ooh, stick a knee out there, Barry. You got enough steroids in your body to be able to tank that hit. It wasn't even coming in that fast. 79 miles an hour, you could take that. Oh, that's called strike 2. You got to be kidding me. Far right corner of the zone. That's insane call. Barry up the middle, caught by Sandy. Great reflexes, and Barry will not have enough speed to get there. We do add a few runs of insurance, but that is an unfortunate reflex by Sandy Koufax there. Hit by pitch. A couple of ground outs. Okay, 3 straight ground outs. Roger Clemens is doing a decent job right here. But then we got a couple strikeouts. Come on, Raj. A double from Wagner. Hannes. And he gets another run scored. It's a few walks. What's going on, Raj? Fielder's choice and a fielder's choice. Okay. They pull Sandy Koufax in the 6th. Okay. A double from Manny Ramirez scores a run. Scores Joe Torre. Couple flyouts. Come on, Barry. Barry gets a single. The bases are loaded for Jose Bautista with 2 outs. Jose's already got a home run in this game. Could he get the salami? It's possible. Oh, not on that swing, that's for sure. That was super slow. 83 changeup. I was sitting something a little bit faster than that. Come on. Come on. Give me something. Something to mash. That is not what I wanted to mash. I was super early on it. I wasn't sure how fast it was coming in. 94. I don't think I would have hit a home run there, but I could have done some work with it. That one, oh, does not get across the line in fair territory. That's unfortunate. Come on, Jose. I just need you to get a hold of one. I got a decent rip on that just a little bit early. It'll be a fly out to center field. We still have a 5-2 lead, though. So we're sitting fairly comfortable. Does Roger Clemens come out of this game here in the 6th? I think I might give him the 6th. A triple from Don Fry. I think that's Don Fry. A single scores a run. I'm a little bit concerned now. I don't know what's going to happen. I think Roger's going to be out, though. We're going to bring in Brian Abreu because I did see he was warming up. Oops, I didn't mean to come in there. So let's bring in Brian Abreu, and hopefully he can get the job done for a couple innings. Solo shot from Bryce Harper. That's huge. Double from Jeter. Single scores Jeter by Biggio. All right, now we're starting to roll a little bit. A single from Jose Bautista. Okay, nothing doing there. But 8 runs. 3 in the 8th is huge. I'll give Abreu the bottom half. And then we will solo. Another solo. Bryce Harper's 4 for 4 with 2 solo home runs. And back-to-back Jeter hits a home run. Okay, we're crushing now. We're going to take Abreu out. We're going to bring in Andy Pettitte to end the game. But it's not even a save situation at this point. I mean, that's a dominant final couple innings. I mean, we score 3 in the 8th and 2 in the 9th. Bryce Harper hits 2 solo home runs. What a performance. 4 for 4 with 2 home runs for Bryce Harper. Jeter hit a home run. Jose Bautista hit a home run. We were absolutely torching people on opening day. And that's what I hope happens this entire season. But we'll see what happens. We win the 2nd game of the year. We win the 3rd game of the year. We lose to the Guardians. Andy Pettitte's on the mound in a tough situation, but we get through it. Wow, we lost 2 of 3 against the Guardians. I don't know who this Guardian team has on their roster, but they beat us. And now we take on the Cardinals, and now we're losing some games here. What is happening? What is happening with the team? We can finally start scouting, though. Let's see what we got. We're going to be picking 30th, obviously, because we are the defending champs, so we're not going to be picking anybody that is up here unless they severely fall. I doubt that. I want to find some hidden gems. Jeb Royster could be one of those hidden gems. Let's scout him. Then we will scout maybe, is there any powerful right fielders? One of the top prospects is a right fielder. He's pretty good, but is there any low-key powerful right fielder? Doesn't look like it. What about powerful center fielders? Are we talking some good ratings here for some center fielders? Not really. What about big-time left field? Look like the outfield, at least at the top of the draft, could be pretty good. The two of the top guys are pretty decent. Ryan Crowder might be an interesting little pickup here. We'll scout him. And then this guy does pitchers pretty well, so we'll look at starting pitchers. See if there's any gems down the board a little bit here. Not valued super highly. Let's see. Is there any gems? Jorge Lopez could be something. Let's scout Jorge Lopez. That'll be our first week of scouting. We'll keep on going. Man, we got lost the series against the Cardinals. I don't know who that Cardinals team is. They're 11-2. My God. The Cardinals are going to be a threat this year, it looks like. The Cardinals are going to be an absolute threat. The Brewers are 12-2. This NL Central is going to be tough, it looks like, this year. Ooh, Ryan Crowder doesn't end up being as good as he was overall-wise or potential-wise. We'll keep him in there just to figure it out. All right, we swept the Padres. That's a nice little bounce back. But we get swept by the White Sox. They're also 12-6. Man, I thought we were going to be like unbelievably unstoppable. But it doesn't seem like that's the case, at least in simulation. We're going to jump in here with Barry Bonds. Bases or runners in the corners. Bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. A chance to walk it off. Let's see what we can do. All right, Barry. This is your time. Bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. All you got to do is get a base hit. Base hit walks us off. That's all we need. That is all we need. That's not going to be the base hit I was looking for. And it quickly becomes an 0-2 count. Come on, Barry. Just don't strike out. That'd be devastating. Ooh, got a piece of the cutter up in the zone. It would have been a ball, but I was a little nervous that it was going to catch the edge of the plate there. Come on, just give me something, please. Don't swing at that. That's an easy ball. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, that's going to do it. I got jammed a little bit, but it's going to walk off the Chicago Cubs, or walk off the Astros in Chicago. Jeter comes across the plate to score. Barry Bonds is the hero. He's getting dogpiled at first base. Got jammed a little bit, but luckily Barry's got enough power in those arms that he just strong arms it over to shallow center field. Bonds had a home run in that game as well. That's a big win. We needed that. We need to win as many games as possible, obviously. We can't be suffering losses to teams that don't deserve to beat us. And we got another bases loaded situation, or another big time situation. This time it is bases loaded. And Jason Giambi is on the mound. Or not on the mound. Man, I'm struggling, aren't I? He is at the plate, bases loaded. Jared Koenig is on the mound again. He was the one who just pitched last game against us, who gave up the walk-off. Let's swing the bat with Jason Giambi. I haven't done that in a while. All right, Jason Giambi, bases loaded, 1 out. So we're in a little bit of a better situation than we were last game with Barry. Let's see what we can do, Giambi. Ooh, that was a pitch. That was a pitch to hit right there. The cutter, hitting 300 with runners in scoring position. I'll take that, Jason. Take that all day. That cutter was a ball that I should have smoked, but I missed it. That one I didn't miss. Unfortunately, I ground into a double play because Giambi does not have the speed to get there. Not the success I was hoping to have on that one. I just couldn't get a piece of that. And it looks like we're down in the game, 3-2, bottom 9, 2 outs. Jose Bautista is going to have to try to save this one. Rob Nett on the mound for the Astros. And Jose Bautista, please drop. I don't think that is. Oh, we're going to suffer a loss against the Stros. That's a tough one to lose, too. Skeens gets the win. Clemens gets the loss. That's tough. That is a tough one to lose right there. We got to pick up some wins, though. I don't know what's going on. I mean, the Cardinals and the Brewers are absolutely crushing things right now. We got 100% on both of these guys. So we'll look to find some new potential studs. Doesn't look like shortstop's very deep at all. What about third base? Third base also sucks. Second base, maybe there's some studs here. There's a couple decent contact guys, but nobody of note. Any beastly first baseman? There's a power guy, Jack Major. All right, we'll give him a look, see if he's decent power. And then we'll keep looking at starting pitchers, because you can never have too many starting pitchers, that's for sure. Let's scout Richie Wagner and see what we got there. Okay, let's keep on moving, and hopefully we get some wins here. Let's rack together some wins. We beat the Dodgers 2 games. Can we sweep the Dodgers? No, they take us in that. Oh, I thought we had 3 games. We take 3 out of 4. We're starting to come back here. Take 2 against the Brewers so far. We're starting to build a little bit of a streak, but we need to keep going. Keep on simming. Sweep the Brewers. Let's take on the Royals and keep winning. Harper's at the plate, down by 1 in the top of the 9th. Can we do it with Bryce? We'll try. All right, Bryce. You had a good showing on opening day. And I think you've simulated decently well so far through the month of April. But this is a big spot for you. On the road, in Kansas City, down by 1 in the top of the 9th. He's hitting .391 with runners in scoring position, so he's absolutely crushing it this year with runners on. Don't swing at that. Satchel Paige trying to get us out, but he will not do it. I don't believe it. I believe we can fight back and win this game. Harper into left field. That could get over the head of the left fielder. No, it's Yordan Alvarez out there. It's not going to get over the head, so it'll be a second out. That's kind of annoying. And now here comes Ryan Howard, who has a home run in this game. I'd love to hit another one and crush a baseball. Come on, Ryan. Put it in the fountain. Nope, don't swing at that. Stick a hip out there. Yep. Take one for the team. Come on, Rye Dog. I need you. Ooh, I thought about swinging to that, actually. Thought about swinging to that. Thankfully, I didn't. It's ball 2. What do we got? That's going to be not past the first baseman. It's going to be on to Satchel Paige. He'll step on the bag. Man, that's a brutal way to lose. I was hoping that ball would get through. I don't know if I would have been able to take the tie there. I would have tried, probably. 2 home runs for Jake Berger. No wonder we lost this game. We let the Berger man hit 2 home runs on us. We couldn't sweep the Royals. That's unfortunate. Hunter Green's back from injury. That's nice. We win the first game against the Pirates, who are not very good. We take the second game against the Pirates. We're suffering a lot of injuries. Luckily, it's to our AAA team, but we're suffering a lot of injuries. And we have clawed our way back to a tie for first in the Central. The Reds are garbage this year. And we will do some more scouting. We got 100% on some more people. We're getting Jeb Royster up. Jack Major doesn't have the power I was hoping he would. It's a little unfortunate. Usually, what I've found in these draft classes so far with MLB Show 25 is catchers have decent power, but it doesn't look like this year that's going to be the case. All these catchers look like they could be just straight garbage. Although I will toss a little Elliott Dell in there just to figure it out. And then maybe some more starting pitching. Who else are we going to be able to be in play for? We could be in play for Daniel Bay. We might not get him, but we could be in play for him if he falls. We sweep the Pirates, which is huge. And now we're taking on the Mariners. Batista had the bases loaded. We win that game. Okay, now we're starting to roll. We just needed to get a little bit figured out, get the team chemistry building, and now we're starting to roll. We're 26-12. This lineup is tearing things apart. I mean, Craig Biggio's hitting over 300. Batista's having a great year. Howard's having a great year. We're all hitting the baseball pretty well. And then pitching-wise, Clemens is pitching amazing. Garrett Cole's lights out right now. Schilling's pitching pretty good. Dwight Gooden's pitching pretty good. And Hunter Green's even simulating pretty well, which I'm pretty shocked by because he never simulates well. Maybe he just is lucky to have a good team around him. I don't know. Dibble's got 8 saves. Pettit's got 2 saves. All right. I like the way our team is playing as a whole. Usually there's something, at least something, between the different positions I can find a problem with, but not right now. I like everybody with what everybody's doing. So Jeb Royster's not as good as I was hoping he would be. Who should I scout? Because pick number 30 is such a hard pick to try to scout for, because especially in MLB The Show, because you just don't know who's going to be available. It could literally be anybody. It's so hard to figure out who's going to fall to you and who's not going to, because teams can take literally anybody at any time. It doesn't matter what ranking they are. Doesn't matter where they're projected to go. You can get taken at any moment, at any time. So I'm just hoping we can find some guys that are good for the team that we can possibly use in trades. But we are actually rolling right now. We have won every game in the month of May except for 2 against the Sox. That's kind of wild. Oh, and I spoke too soon because now we take 2. We lose 2 against the Tigers, but we are just crushing things right now. We got these guys up to 100%. Elliott Dell is certainly not as good as I was hoping he would be. Okay, very interesting. Let's keep on scouting maybe some more catchers. It doesn't look like the catchers are going to be that good this year. Maybe there's a couple first basemen that I'm missing. These first basemen don't look good either. What about second baseman again? I mean, Ricky Wells looks decent defensively and speed-wise, but he doesn't really have anything else going for him. Johnny McMurray could be something. Let's scout that other guy. Where's he at? Ricky Wells. Let's scout Ricky Wells. We'll take Daniel Bay out of things, and we'll scout. Should we scout some closing pitchers? We can always turn him to the bullpen, I guess. Let's scout Zachary Hogsett. What a name. What a name. We avoid the sweep of the Tigers, which is huge. We lose 2 of 3 against the Tampa Bay Rays, who are not that good. And now we take on the god-awful Reds. Bryce Harper suffers a finger contusion, which is not ideal. 2 of 3 so far against Cincinnati. And now we have another scouting day. 34-19. That's pretty solid. Pretty darn solid. We got to 100% on Ricky Wells. He's not that good. He's got a decent potential, but he is unfortunately not very good. I don't think this draft class as a whole is very good from what I'm seeing. There might be like 1 or 2 guys that are decent at the very top of the draft, but I am not finding anybody that seems to be that good at all. We'll keep on scouting. Maybe we can find a gem, but I don't know. We split the series against the Reds, which is a little disappointing because they're not that good. We sweep the Blue Jays, though, who are actually pretty solid. Elders has an MCL sprain. Another scouting day, 39-20. We are rolling right now. We got to 100% on Zachary Hogsett, who actually looks pretty good, but closing pitchers almost always are guaranteed to be good in MLB The Show drafts. I guess we could scout this Edgar Ferreira guy. Ralph Castellano could be decent. Jimmy Fodor, I don't know. It's hard to find these guys. Hard to find guys that are decent. Harper is eligible to reinstate it, but he's still going to be hurt. We'll keep him down. And this could be one of the final times we jump in today. Joe Torre, base is loaded at the plate. Eric Gagne on the mound. Another guy that we haven't jumped in yet with is Joe Torre, new addition. Let's go try to get some big-time insurance runs for the boys. Here comes Joe Torre. Base is loaded, 2 outs, top of the 8th in Busch Stadium against Eric Gagne, who is one of my favorite pitchers to have in these types of series because he's just so good. But we'll see if we can catch him on an off night. Torre into left field. Please drop. It's going to. It's going to score at least 2. The left fielder dove for it, but he was just short. It'll tie the game at 5. Joe Torre did his job. Good job, Joe. Good job, Joe Torre. Who are they bringing in here? Who's this jabroni? It's Sean Armstrong, and the captain will step to the plate with a chance to give us the lead. Derek Jeter. Jeter grounds it to third. It's going to be a throw to second, and Torre's not fast enough. It's a 1 play out, or 1 pitch out. But we did tie the game. Let's see if we can rally and keep things the way that they are. We have actually gotten ourselves a 6-5 lead. Andy Pettit's on the mound. Tough spot here, bottom 10. Altuve's at the plate. A runner on second. I'm assuming the ghost runner, obviously. Pettit sends the sinker, but Altuve fouls it off. I don't have like a slider I can throw to strike him out, unfortunately. Maybe the cutter can do it. It's going to get past A-Rod. There's no way he's going to send him home at 25 speed. No, I didn't think so. Okay, that's a little unfortunate, but it does open up the double play opportunity. It's Jung Ho Lee. If we can ground him into a double play, that'd be massive. I'd take a strikeout, but a double play would be preferred. There's the changeup. Check swing called, ball 1. Not a generous call right there, if you ask me. Here comes the sinker. That's a grounder, but it goes foul. And I guess we'll try for the strikeout. We'll give him a cutter off the plate. He sends it foul. He's getting some pieces, but he is not able to put him in play. Another cutter. He fouls that off as well. Okay, so he seems to be on top of the cutter right now. Let's give him another changeup low in the zone, see if we can cause a ground ball. Nope, it's going to be to the track. This is dangerous. It could be a walk-off. Brenton Doyle jumping. It's a walk-off. It's a walk-off. Jung Ho Lee, 3-run homer to walk us off in the bottom of the 10th. I can't believe it. He just wouldn't strike out on the cutter. I gave him like 3 cutters. He kept fouling him off. And Jung Ho Lee gives the Cardinals the win there. That's a unfortunate loss, very disappointing loss. But maybe we can survive the series. No, we'd lose 2-3 against the Cardinals. We'll finish this series against the Rockies, and then we will end the video here. We got a lot of injuries. Harper comes in, we beat that one, and then we go to a scouting day. So we got 85% on one. We got 100%. Man, this guy is not as good as I was hoping for. But maybe that's a good thing. There going to be any right fielders at all? Man, all of these players suck. I do not think this is going to be that good of a draft class. Just on the quick glance of some of these players, like the top 50, this does not feel like a very good draft class at all. At all. I'll keep scouting people, but I don't even know who I'm going to take because I don't like anybody in this class. I don't like a single player, really. Nobody that I've scouted so far has enticed me enough to want to take them at number 30. I don't even know. A-Rod gets the win for us. That'll be the final game that we simulate here. We are 43-23 as we have entered June. I mean, we started really rocky. We started really slow, little dicey it looked like at times, but we really rallied in the month of May. It was crazy. Roger Clemens pitching very well. So is Garrett Cole. Schilling's coming back to things. He's getting hot now. Gooden is pitching good. And Hunter Green is still pitching pretty well, but he's starting to get shelled a little bit more than he was earlier in the year. So maybe he can keep that down. But he's still got a good win-loss record. He's got a high whip, but he'll get it figured out. Zimmerman pitching pretty good. Ubaldo's got it back down to earth. The entire bullpen's doing pretty well. And then the lineup, Jeter's hitting really well. So is Biggio. Biggio's come down to earth, though. He was hitting over 300. Barry Bonds got 16 homers, 18 for Jose Bautista. He's crushing the baseball. 19 for Ryan Howard. We got guys 16, 18, 19. 13 for Giambi, who's hitting 327. Are you serious? That's crazy. Joe Torre's has had a decent year. A-Rod's having an okay year. And then Bryce Harper is crushing baseballs like he usually does. Wow. 6 home runs for Manny Ramirez off the bench. All right. How many plate appearances? He's got 90 or 89 at-bats. All right. Love to see it. The team is rolling right now, and we move to 43-23, 4.5 games up on the Brew Crew as we enter June. We will simulate in the next episode all of June. We'll get to the draft. We'll do All-Star Weekend or All-Star Break and the trade deadline all in the next episode. So we're going to fly through the middle part of the season in the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, though. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.